White Mambas.
He's gonna fight Joshua next year.
Wow, that's big time.
All right. Well,
Look at this crispy head. You know, he looks like a real boxer. I'm impressed with his movement, and I've seen a lot of his fights. The truth being told, Jake Paul is the reason why I started back watching boxing. Boxing was getting kind of boring. Now it looked like, to me, like he jump started boxing again.
It's a whole key to the whole fight. Okay, your foot placement that lets you make it bite, but when you do it, don't get fucking relaxed when you don't, because that's where your motherfucking counter shots are at. Wow, boom, boom. That's where the money at.
I see he take it serious. Man, you can tell he got good training. He's got a good team around him. He's taking it serious.
Keep it going. Keep that rhythm. Keep that rhythm. Yeah.
People say people like Tyron Woodley and Anderson Silva took a fall against Jake Paul. Like, you're from that sport. Those are two legends. Those legends, like, for people to say that is blasphemous in my mind. Like, imagine someone came to you and said, hey, we're gonna pay you a couple $1 million to get knocked out by Jake Paul. You probably beat the fuck out of that person.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
At this point, it's all about your legacy and stuff like that.
So Jake last year and the year before fought two like fairly seasoned boxers, right? Guy who was 10-1 and a guy who was 18-2.
I'm gonna tell you why, because it's just not because that. It's just you just don't want to believe it.
Yep.
But seeing him move and stuff, you got to believe it. You know, you can see that he's a real boxer.
That's why I think Chavez is interesting, because he has the fight experience and the big lights experience.
He's ready for war.
No, bro, like I saw him 2 weeks ago, I put out a tweet, and I never have tweeted about this sparring. I said that was the best sparring I've ever seen from Jake.
I think Jake Paul got it this weekend.
There you go.
Jake's fight this weekend or UFC?
Oh, UFC this weekend?
Yeah.
Who fighting this weekend? UFC. I didn't know the UFC was on this weekend. I think I'm gonna be watching Jake Paul, but then I'm gonna have like on my phone the Tapura. I want to see the Tapura fight.
All right. Yeah. Small screen.
Yeah.
I'm in the steam room.
Thor, piece of gum?
Ready? Oh yeah. Dehydrated? Yeah. Your butt looks. What's this necklace? That's sweet. Whoa, really? Look at his necklace.
Look at Jasper's necklace.
I need that.
Appreciate you. Hey, no problem.
Te quiero, Cham. Un abrazo. No tiene nada, vamos para allá.
Sube la guardia, sube la
Fue el
guardia.
último, porque
Y al
hizo muy buena
final
pelea.
bajó la mano, ¡pum!
How much did you spend on this camp? You know I love asking this one.
Man, I'm always spending like hundreds of thousands of dollars on this shit.
Can you itemize it?
I mean, coaches, training, recovery, diet, chefs, travel, private
It
jets.
adds up?
Private jets alone, like 100K, and fuel.
It's just the fuel.
Yeah, you gotta pay for the best of the best around here.
So we're saying 6 figures.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah, mid 6 figures.
He's a nice guy. He hit me up the other day. He goes, "Hey, come on, let's fight."
Yeah, that would be big though.
Hey, wait, man.
Yeah,
Bro, I can't even get out of bed in the morning.
yeah. I feel like that itch though, like, did it go away?
Never.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's never gonna go away.
Look, what's probably the most exciting of this fight outside of Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is the return of the greatest two-sport athlete in history, Holly. The only athlete to win championships in 2 different sports. So I'm super excited for her to come back, but she's facing a 10-0 fighter. A 10-0 fighter who said to us, sign me to a long-term deal because I'm gonna knock out Holly Holm. Co-main event, 2 big punchers.
UDL, the KO Doctor, Dornicos! Put your hands together for Zerno Ramirez!
I think in the early rounds, Zurdo could be in some trouble, but if he puts it together, I could see him making a finish in the later rounds. And then the main event, you know, it's very hard to match Jake the right way as he progresses in his career.
He is the disruptor, the pride of Puerto Rico, the problem child, Jake El Gallo de Dorado Paul!
He's fought boxers like a Tommy, very close fight, split decision loss, many said Jake won. Andre August, Ryan Borland, much more experienced boxers, 10-1, 18-2. But the calculus there was those guys hadn't been on the big stage. So when the bright lights of this arena turned on and there's 18,000 people screaming, they were gonna go into shell shock, and that's what happened, and Jake finished them in the first round. Julio's been on the big stage, and he's a real boxer. There's no age advantage here. Usyk's the same age as Chavez Jr. Usyk. So it's a scary fight. Jake's looking the best he's ever looked, and I'm excited to see the product. When we set the date, we knew UFC had a pay-per-view. It wasn't about being in competition with the UFC. UFC's 40 years in the business, right? Hundreds, if not billions of dollars have been invested in that company. We're 4 years in the business and we're being talked about in the same breath as UFC, so that's pretty fucking good. I hope UFC is doing bigger events and bigger revenue than us. I hope so, which they are and they should be. But we're not doing bad, and I think the way we looked at it is we have a pure boxing product here on Saturday night, so the hardcore boxing community is going to tune in because they're not watching MMA. And UFC, I hope they have a tremendously successful event. This is the event for boxing fans this Saturday globally. Tune in.